For today's cup of coffee,
Cup of coffee.
I have Kid back.
Yeah, I'm back.
He's
back-
had adventures.
Yeah.
Tell us of your adventures. Tell us of your travels.
Well, I get into said town. I am in the apartment for half a day. Not even half a day. Father is out of the apartment, and so I am in the apartment alone. And so I am out, like, sitting at the window in his bedroom, smoking a cigarette, because that's what I do.
Okay.
And I look out at the bottom, down at the park. It's just a little bit of ways. And I hear people, the people are yelling, screaming, hollering so loud, it literally sounded like it was right below the window. A dude stands up. I turn, he's up. I don't know if he was tweaking or what, but I turned my head to flick my cigarette out, look back, he's on the ground. So I don't know. I'm assuming someone knocked his ass out, because that was...
Right.
I didn't see the hit, but people left real fast, except for his friend.
Okay.
And then 2 officers showed up, was just kind of like...
That's what, yeah.
They didn't really do much. They just sort of was like, okay, and
Never
walked off. Yeah. Walked off. And dude, a friend made sure he was okay, and I guess left at some point, but dude got up, got back on his bike, rode off. That was first day.
That was the first time that you had witnessed something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. In person. And not really in person, just as am I still a spectator if I'm watching it from a window?
Yeah, I mean,
or is that just
legally puts you in the realm of witness? But the fact that you looked away, so you don't know what happened exactly, other than one minute people are arguing and the next minute somebody's laying on the ground.
Yeah, and it was big arguing too.
Right.
Oof. Like, I have a video of it. I have a video of the screaming and the yelling. I can play a little bit of it. I will play a little bit of it. Hold on.
Well,
what?
You got to be careful, because any of that's evidence.
They don't know who I am.
No, but I'm just saying that's evidence. And the area the kid was in, part of it, I think, was part of a complex that I used to counsel when I was a mental health counselor, because that's where the rough areas, that's where the people need counselors.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally a block or so away.
Yeah.
But, excuse me, sorry. Let me play you the clip.
Okay.
Son of a bitch! That's the only thing I can make out, is that son of a bitch part.
It sounds like crackheads.
That's what I was like. I don't know if dude was tweaking and then somebody finally just knocked his lights out.
Well,
or
it could
what?
have been. And it's very difficult.
Or that he just passed out.
Well, that could have been too. And the loudness, because there's such a... Usually lines that are blurred and crossed and everything else between mental health problems and drug addiction. Mm-hmm. And, it's when you have groups of people that tend to cluster that are like that and they don't have any place to go and there's no supervision, then bad shit happens.
Yeah.
And this is a societal problem, because there's lots of them now. It used to be sort of not as many. Mm-hmm. But, oh my God, with the fentanyl epidemic and the meth epidemic in this area, and then you've got the opioids and everything like that. Even as far as the opioids, that is not as prevalent today as meth, because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And then you got a lot of the meth heads that's getting on fentanyl because that's cheaper than meth.
Did you see that some gas stations are selling these Valentine's Day roses? It's these roses and fucking crack pipes. They're
Are you shitting
selling
me?
crack pipes at gas stations.
My God. That's ridiculous. I mean, and it's like
Yeah. That's like what?
prayers for our nation, people, for real. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's kind of horrifying what's going on. And what else did you get to do did you do fun stuff, adventurous stuff? You know.
We went to Walmart. We went to Walmart and
The
we
wild-
ordered Domino's.
Hey, Domino's is always good. People who live in urban environments.
I liked it. Vicky well,
It's okay. It's
bleep
all right.
that.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
People don't realize where we live is so rural. There is no delivery service
No.
at all.
But it was I was excited about ordering a pizza to the apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like when I first went to college and to order a pizza, and it was just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
They bring the stuff to your door.
Yeah.
And it was just a totally different thing.
And then today, as I was sitting over at Dad's girlfriend's apartment, looking out her window, I see dude in wheelchair with this pit bull dog. This other lady's walking beside him with this orange small dog. I don't know if it was a beagle. I really don't know what it was. But all of a sudden that pit bull takes off and is little wheelchair dude with the one leg is zooming. He ended up just flying across that parking lot with that dog. And I thought that dog was going to jump in the lake, not the lake, but the creek or the
Right.
river.
And take him with it.
Yes.
Well, see, when you were first explaining it to me, I didn't understand.
You thought he was knocked out of the wheelchair.
Yeah, I thought that the dog had knocked him out of the wheelchair and was eating upon him, because I have read similar stories lately.
No, it was his dog.
And it was just that he was, yeah,
He couldn't control
propelled.
it. Yes.
It was just... He needs to invest in a slightly smaller dog.
I mean, there's no brakes on that.
No. Well, I'm glad that he didn't, crash and burn. That would have been bad.
It looked like he was about to a couple
Yeah.
times. It really did. But no, he kept on. He kept up straight. He kept on wheeling.
But you actually were asked to do a task for a lady.
Yeah, a dad's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And actually, Dad put me up for a task too, to reline his guitar. And as far as his girlfriend, she gave me, she lended me her doll from her childhood. And I don't know if I need someone to help me identify her. I really do, because I don't know what doll she is.
That would be one of those forums, maybe a Reddit forum or something.
Yeah, maybe, because I did put a Bratz doll on the Bratz forum, and people identified it like real fast. So I could do that, possibly.
But what a huge honor
to
ask,
fix her up.
To restore her. Mm-hmm. And you said that the doll was very, very special to her, and that there was a story. Do you want to tell the story behind it?
The only story that I know is that some girl that, I don't know if she was related to Dad's girlfriend or not, but somehow she knew her, was playing with her doll, and the girl ripped off the doll's hair and basically punched the eyes into it and fucked up the eye mechanism. And
I'm like, how old were they? Did she say how old they were?
I mean, they were little, but it
how
broke
little
her
is
heart.
Little?
I don't know. I didn't ask specific ages, but it broke her heart. It upset her.
Well, yeah. I mean, and
she never talked to that girl again.
I can understand that, but I was like, a child that would do that violence to a toy, somebody else's toy. I'm like,
There's a lot of children that would do that. A lot of children.
But also the fact that this doll was so special to her that she has kept it all these years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that she has entrusted you to help restore her.
Which
that is a huge honor.
Which is a scary thing, too.
It's not scary.
It's intimidating.
No, she trusts in your ability. I trust in your ability.
I do get that, but it is a very daunting task because this is plastic we are talking about. I've only restrung your doll, Helena.
Right.
And she's a bisque and composition doll. So basically all I had to do was restring her.
Right.
This doll I'm going to have to cut open and then somehow melt the plastic back together.
Do you have to melt it, or can you get some kind of an adhesive?
Well, that's the thing. The adhesive that they did not only glued the plastic together, but melted the plastic to the point that it made a permanent bond, but where the plastic has aged over the years, it has separated in those seam lines, and so
then that's your, that's a starting point. You go with what you got on there. Since there's already the cracks and stuff, then you can just widen those. I'm sure that those forms,
I need a spudger.
You've got a spudger. It's over there in the drawer.
I need a metal spudger.
I don't know. We can Appalachian engineer that.
We could get a metal ruler.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can ask Omega tomorrow. He'll come up with something.
Yeah.
He's probably got one. Oh, yeah, a metal spudger. I've got 12 of those. I'll bring you some. For real. For real.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll pay him.
I am sure that you will do an excellent job on it.
Well, that's I'm still not done with...
That was such a wonderful story.
I'm still not done with your doll's restoration. I need to take her apart again, resand her, repaint her body. I need to freshen up her blush, fix her head cap, fix her wig, all that.
Well, and that's just one of those things. I'm just glad she's here. And for the people who, I don't think it is another art form. And there are some people that are so masterful.
And believe it or not, there's a lot of doll collectors that they do take the hobby seriously.
Sure. It is an art form. They see it as the art form that it is.
Because, somebody has to design these. And it takes a level of engineering because you're making joints and such like that.
Sure.
And mechanisms and all that.
Sure. And a lot of
artisans have to paint the faces, do the hair, sew the clothing.
Right. And a lot of the dolls were not originally for children necessarily. They were for adults.
Some of them were.
As collectibles and stuff.
Yeah. Not all dolls are for children.
Right.
That's like, for example, Barbie. They're not all Barbies are for children.
No, they originally were not. No.
No, now the Build Lilies were not for children. Now the original Barbie was for children.
Right.
But as now the Silkstone Barbies, no. Those are... I saw someone on Twitter, their Silkstone Barbie fell off the shelf, broke in half at the torso.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So those things are like heirloom. I don't
They're collector's
own
items.
anything like that is breakable and stuff. And it's like, because I had kids and then now I've got cats.
It shocked me to find out that Silkstone Barbies were that fragile.
I don't know.
I thought they were...
I don't do well with fragile. I don't.
And you got Helena over there.
Helena, I love.
Yeah, but she's fragile.
Yes, but that's the reason I don't mess with her much. I make sure she's safe and that the cats aren't doing something stupid to her. I try to make sure she's comfortable. She's just very special to me, which I find highly odd. I am not a doll person.
No, but you have formed a connection with this doll.
Yeah, there is something about that doll.
See, you thought I was weird at first, but now you get it. You get it now.
Well, as far as that, but you had ordered her offline.
eBay.
Yeah.
And she wasn't that expensive either.
Well, it's expensive is a relative term.
Well, $100 is not that
expensive.
For an antique German doll. It's not that expensive.
Was that all that you wanted to share, and then I can share?
That's pretty much all that I got. We didn't do much. Seriously, I do not have that extravagant of stories of my travels this weekend. I did not party, none of that. I got banned off of an app. That was it.
Why did you get banned off of an app?
Because I made an account over. I made an account and deleted it, made an account and deleted it, and kept on doing that for like a solid hour or so, to the point that they just finally just blocked my number altogether so I could no longer make an account.
And why were you doing this?
I was bored as fuck.
Why didn't you go and troll people on Twitter or something?
To risk my account getting banned on there? No.
I don't know.
I work hard on that Twitter account, even though I don't got any followers, but...
Omega brought me some of the best news. I have been so hyper since he brought news to me. We have the possibility of, within the next month or so, getting to go and see a live hockey match. There is a local hockey team. It's called the Blue Ridge Bobcats. It's an hour from us, about an hour. Mm-hmm. He had got to go the other night, and he's like, I went to Withville to see a hockey game, and I'm like, what? What? And he's like, yes, we have a local team. And I'm like, no shit. And the excitement was just, he had no clue that I was a hockey fan.
Really? I thought you told him that you liked hockey before. No. But you like hockey because it can be a brutal sport.
Yes, I do. It is the perfect sport for ADHD people.
Not just ADHD people with just
violent
anger issues.
Yes. And so this was the first year. This is their first season. Mm-hmm. Apparently they're terrible. There's... At one point, the whole team, except for 2 players, had been put in the penalty box, and I'm like, ha! Yes! That is the perfect team for this area. They understand the people of this area. And so I actually went on their website, and the gentleman who brought the team, here, because he is not indigenous.
Yeah.
Neither of the players, which are great. And just thanked him to explain. This was the first time I had heard about this. I am so looking forward to going and being able to see a live hockey game and to thank him. Mm-hmm. Because why would I not? A actual hockey team in southwestern Virginia. That is some of the best shit. That's some of the best news I have had in years. And so I want swag. I want a hockey jersey. I want something. I want signed. But they have got players from all over the world.
Cool.
And and lots of places in the United States, like New Jersey. There was a couple of Canadians that's down here. Mm-hmm. And those people are bound to have culture shock being in this area.
Oh, God, they do. They do. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yawn. I'm just crashing sort of at this point.
But I would almost guarantee you that they're going to get a lot of love.
Oh, yeah. I mean, aren't they already?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think that Omega had said that some of the first games, as far as the stadium wasn't that filled or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the first time.
And that the last time, I think they were sold out.
Oh, heck yeah.
He did say that they need to have a different system as far as where the teams are sitting right now. It's like mixing classifications. You've got the home team and the away team sitting side by side. That ain't always good for hockey fans because they serve alcohol. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I don't know if I want to pay $20 for a beer though.
No, well, you don't have to.
They're $15. I'll smuggle that shit in.
Well, they actually, and this is really sad because it's just a sign of our times, that as far as you have to have the clear backpacks and different things like that, you do have to go through a metal detector, and yeah.
Does that mean you're going to have to get a clear bag to replace your purse for the day?
You can take a purse that's a certain size. The only thing that I would have to have question about, and he said that.
But then again, your whole purse could be used as a weapon.
Well, yeah.
It could be used as a bludgeoning weapon.
The Mary Poppins goth purse would not, meet their standards. But
I thought you would find that funny.
Yeah, it's like, cause I could put lots of things in there. I was trying to look and see where it was on their website.
Think of how many snacks you can store in that thing.
That's one of the reasons they don't want you to do that, because concessions is where they make some of their monies. But the only thing would be, he said that it lasts about 3 hours, something like that. He said
God.
It started at 7 o'clock, and then he was home by midnight. So that ain't bad, because it takes about an hour to get to the Coliseum. That ain't bad. We could do that.
Okay. Yeah.
The only thing that would concern me would be the insulin thing. So I would have to call them and say, "Hey, I'm diabetic, and what is the protocol with the insulin and the test strips and all that stuff?" Because they're sharps. I mean, do I have to act like I'm going through visitation to go see a hockey match?
That's different because that's medical stuff.
It is, but they may not see it that way because the world has gotten stupid. But
well, it's too bad. That's not possible now because the world has gotten stupid. They cannot say, "Oh yeah, that's not medical stuff is not allowed." They cannot do that anymore.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Like legally, they cannot do that.
But you've got to actually legally they can, because they could say you still have to keep it in your car and you would have to, come and go and stuff like that. I can see that. Because there are people that do stupid shit and then the rest of us have to suffer.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm tired of being punished for other people's bad behavior. I really am.
Almost got run over by a woman in Walmart.
Oh, God. Did she or did she not have teeth?
I didn't check. She was in a go-kart. She was in one of those Walmart scooters.
Those are dangerous. Mm-hmm. They really
I didn't
are.
tell Dad about that.
You know better. You've got to watch both ways before walking across the aisle in Walmart. You really do. But that's it. That's what we got.
I was watching. She wasn't watching.
Yeah, this is it. Here, you can either have a little clutch that is 6.5 by 4.5. You can have a small purse, which is the same size. You can do a wallet. Oh, it says not approved, and I can't even get down there and see that. What the hell does that even say?
You're having to look.
Fanny packs.
Why don't you tilt the other way so that you're not looking through the bar? She's looking through the bar of her mic stand right now.
And as far as
trying to read the screen through the little gap in between,
you can have a plastic bag. But like I said, I do understand. I do understand why they're having to do that.
I bought that plastic material from Walmart like last time you and I went.
Mm-hmm.
Can make up some bags.
What I would probably do, like I said, is call the Coliseum before and say, "Hey, what is your protocol?" It's not a big whoop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like my sugar is usually that horribly unstable that I would be falling out. I mean, I'm sure I could have my glucose monitor. They're not going to...
Yeah, but for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Would it be stable for 3 hours?
If I can stagger the insulin sort of kind of 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I probably could do that. Yeah. Yeah. As long as I go every 5 or 6 hours with the insulin, I'm pretty good. I can figure it out. And like I said, you can have a birthday party. And it's very reasonably priced. It's $170 for a party of 10.
Yeah, you looked at me and was like, "We could throw you a birthday."
Yeah, we could. Like, Ticket to the game. You get a hot dog. You get a juice.
Just one hot
box
dog?
of popcorn, and you get cupcakes or cake. Plus, the birthday person receives a personalized birthday shout-out over the PA, a birthday announcement in the program insert, visit from Rufus the Bobcat. And Omega said Rufus, who is the mascot, is really good, that he knows how to work a crowd.
Okay, cool.
And then an autographed birthday card. Hell yeah, sign me up. Uh-huh. I don't even know who these people are, but they're actual professional hockey players. It don't even matter that they're bad. They are out there on the ice. Some of them do have the required missing teeth. I want to meet these men.
God.
I want to meet these men. I want to see them. I want to sit there. Do not touch the plexiglass. Do not be the pile.
Way to go, Paul. Get the fuck out of the pot smash. Way to go, Paul.
And people are,
God.
I'm sure that
anybody else remember that Vine?
I love that Vine. People don't realize what a huge thing that is in this area.
Dad's neighbor just set the fire alarm off again.
And you missed it.
No, it's 6 minutes ago.
Well, you're here. You're not there.
No, I'm getting the news. I'm not missing it. I'm getting the news right here now, live.
And the cats and I were very, very calm.
He left beats on the thing.
But we should say that this is sort of for. It's not really special needs. It's for people who.
It's for people who are elderly and disabled.
Yeah. And they need that camaraderie. They really do. And that a lot of them help each other. So it becomes its own community. And that's a really needed thing. So final thoughts. And I'll quit ranting about my... Oh! Kid got me... He gave me an early Valentine's Day. He got me a rather ginormous stuffed Yeti.
His big feet.
He comes in with a Sasquatch, and it's wondrous, and it's a wubby, and it's on the back of the couch now.
It's got a little heart belly button.
He is adorable. We'll have to take pictures and post it maybe on one of those shorts things.
He kind of reminded me of that my monster thing. I would really like that. Now that would be a toy that needs to come back.
It does. Now you weren't old enough, but now your brother had one.
Yeah, I didn't get
because
one.
goth mamas are the best mamas. Because we will buy cool shit. We get monsters and spoopy stuff that little boys just absolutely adore.
Do you get to play with the Boglins? Love the Boglins.
Because that was an excuse for me to buy my kids stuff that I wanted.
Yeah. But now that adult toy collectors are like an acceptable thing, you can do that.
Sure you can. And it should have always been. No one is ever too old for toys.
It used to be nerd, geek.
Well, I am nerd.
Nerd.
I am nerd.
Like seriously, if you had a collection of something like that, you were one of the nerds.
So what? Nerds can be
but that's why it
massively cool.
Right? I think so.
Yeah.
I think they're more fun.
Well, it depends on the type of nerd. There's a degree of nerd.
Well, there's the nerds that's just like, oh god, that nerd, and it hurts. It's so much nerd that it hurts.
Well, and God love them. Those are the people that usually just, they've been beat down. They need to just be taken out into the sunlight, and we need to drag them out into the sunlight just a little bit at a time.
Button-up shirts with the pens in the pocket.
I've known people like that.
Hair gel down.
I have known people like that.
That's a tragic.
No, a lot of them were usually closet perverts, and you really got to know them. And you're just like, no, go back in the basement. Go back into the dark. Yeah.
I said, that's not a good look.
I have had a variety of experiences in my world.
Not a good look.
So, final thoughts, kid.
They're massive perverts. Well, yeah, they are not. They don't got a lot of interactions.
Ooh. Yeah. Is that the final thought?
Yeah. Other than if you're at Walmart, seriously, try to look for the Yeti. And if you don't want to get it, just at least give it a hug.
Everybody needs a Bigfoot for Valentine's. They really do.
Yeah.
Go get you a cryptid.
Go get you a Valentine's Day cryptid.
Absolutely. They actually did have some really cool stuffed animals.
Yeah, they had good plushes this year.
They did. They had hermit crabs and everything else that were just... Somebody had some imagination, and we need to bring back imagination.
That's the thing. I think Gen Z is finally is old enough to start weaseling their way into the toy industry and is bringing that shit back. Bringing back good designs.
I hope good stuff, not some of this other stuff. We've had decades of just
boring
weird shit. Not happy, weird shit.
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring and just... that poop toy trend. I don't know what was with that.
No.
The Poopsie prize surprise, whatever the fuck that shit. Poopsie surprise. That's how Rainbow High became a thing. Originally, it was Poopsie surprise, and then...
No, I don't know. Somebody's got some kind of fetish like it. They're usually schizophrenic. And
Personally,
it's like, no.
I don't want... Even as a kid, I never wanted a toy that threw up.
Right.
Or shat.
Right. We
Like-
come a long
like,
way
seriously.
from Betsy Wetsy, haven't we?
I was one that was like, okay, can I draw with it? Can I do something creative with it? Can I mess with its hair? Can I dress it up?
Right. You just liked it as far as the texture and the beauty of it. You always, as far as the fashion aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah, and the colors.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
Yeah. And that's something that's really sad that because a lot of the boys' toys are not brightly colored.
They're all dark. And
It's like, why? There's a lot of things that's just flat out stupid.
I don't think there should be a separated...
Toys are toys.
yeah, I don't think there should be a separated section. Now, organization, that's one thing. But
Right.
separating them from boys or girls, I don't think that should be a thing.
Toys are toys. Let
Yeah.
children be children. My God.
Yeah. Literally, that's adults projecting shit onto children
It
that
is.
aren't even thinking about that.
Right. Because a toy is a toy.
Yeah.
If you've had experiences with paranormal and supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, including Valentine's squatches, you can send us an
Did
email.
Bigfoot give you a hug this Valentine's Day?
You can, as far as cupofcoffeewithscream at gmail.com. It's there in the description box.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification button. Even though it doesn't do anything, just click it anyway.
I'm so
It
glad.
likes the affection.
I'm so glad Kid's home.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
am. He can help deal with the cats.
I've already been dealing with it. Now I'm happy to see Voodoo.
She's glad to see you
She was.
because she made herself very scarce because her protector was gone.
Yeah.
She's like, oh God, I can't antagonize her because there's no one to protect me. So she stayed in the basement, and I was glad. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked well. Anyhow, know that you are very loved.
Mm-hmm.
Life about the circumstances.
Yes.
Go through, learn from them.
Mm-hmm.
Treat others the way you would like to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. I got sort of complained at for doing this thing. I don't know why I do it. Sometimes when I talk, I close my eyes. I think I do it when I'm trying to process what I'm trying to say as I'm saying it.
Right?
And so it's like, open your eyes while you're talking to me. You don't got to close your eyes and hide. I'm like, I'm just trying to process what I'm saying.
Why would that bother someone? Okay, I'm going to ponder that one for a minute.
Does it bother you when
Psychoanalyze it.
people close their eyes when they talk? It doesn't bother me personally.
I never thought about it.
Right.
Okay. I've never noticed you doing it. I'm going to ponder that one. Anyhow, Lord willing, we will see you all in the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.